Hello Internet, and welcome to our live reaction from March Comes In Like a Lion, chapter 194. When we last left our heroes, we left aside all the shogi drama, now that the Rei and Harunobu match is both done and sort of thematically wrapped up with a bit of the denouement chapter, to focus on Akari, getting some sweets for some construction workers. And that was it. She got some sweets, things were said about sweets, not even really any, real rumination on, there was the occasional mention of, Akari picking up, getting ownership of the shop soon, and so Meiji gets older, but even that was just sort of background noise to the general plot of she gets some sweets for some workers, and that was it. So with that said, let's dive right on in chapter 194, Akari-chan's Great Adventure, Part 2. So I'm guessing it's going to be more of, more Akari and sweets. The authentic coffee shop next door. With the neighborhood roped into it, the struggle of the third-generation owner of Mikazuki-do is getting even more intense. So, when we last left off, last month, we had ended with her, bringing this, dumpling cart out to the futon shop where the workers were, and selling them for cheap, but people were buying so much of them that, they made profit anyway or something. And the second gen head of the workers questions, how is it that Mikazuki-do knows? Every last, man, it sure would be nice if I had this here that's in my head. And we see people just at the dumpling store, so there's a fly buzzing around me, I don't know where it is. Okay everybody, feel free to come on over and bone your hearts out again today. We have syrupy korsanko, yuzu white miso, and kuramitsu kinako. And today we have piping hot konjac balls as well. Yuzu is a citrus fruit, kuramitsu is a black brown sugar syrup, and kinako is roasted soybean flour. It's going to be another chapter where I'm tripping over on my words again. I can feel that in my gut. But some more of the workers are eating. Man, these things are really helping me out. You see, I've recently gained a bunch of weight for some reason. My body's been feeling all heavy. Probably because she's been coming out here to feed you every day. One of his coworkers tells him, me too. My wife's been saying, have you gotten fatter and stuff like that to me? Simply mustard. Man, this is great. I'd sure love a beer to go with this. And the second gen sort of complains, recently, the faces of the workers have gotten kind of, rounder. We've been worried about health and such, because of eating mochi and dumplings to our heart's content every day. Okay, so it's, The whole worry about, oh no, they're getting fat is sort of a tired trope I'm not sure I really like. But okay. But also, okay, so he holds up the konjac balls, I think. He says, so I'm real thankful for this right here. When you think konjac, you think healthy. And man, what is this salty sweet sauce? It's so good. And the older guy he's talking to, hot. Man, that flavor takes me back in the old days when I go home to visit my parents. I eat these at the Nariko drive-in. Also, they seem like they're really being received well. We see these two girls eating the sticks of konjac balls and jabon dumplings, alternating them. Sweet, salty, now sweet again. It's healthy, but this salty sweet sauce is so tasty. Calories on, calorie off. Which means it's net zero. 0 calories, which is just not how that works, but okay. Say, it feels as if Mikazuki-do's sauces have addictive qualities to them. It's like an ice pick stabbing straight into the instincts of the Japanese folk. Okay, that's an interesting thing to say. And then we see the coffee shop from the cover. The owner has her own little outdoor, stand. Now even the owner of the next door cafe, Kaloya, is doing it. Astonishingly tasty Kaloya blend, authentic coffee, 100 yen per cup. Even the owner of Meat Tamura, diagonally across the street. Also, it's all for 100 yen, carrying on that sort of thing that they were kind of shocked about last chapter. And for some reason, even the old man with the stationery shop, Super Ball Scoop, one try, 100 yen. And she's all of the shop owners give each other, starting with Akari and all of her, fellow shop owners give each other a thumbs up, over this whole get people to buy their stuff plan. And the moment 4 o'clock rolls around, they promptly disappear. Okay, so that's sort of the economic tactics. You're around for an hour, and it's a little cheaper for that hour, and everyone comes out. And I think this is the old guy who owns the shop. Is talking to Second Gen. And just like a mirage in the desert, in the triangular park in front of us, an oasis appears, which then disappears again after 1 hour every day. And the goddess of the desert, to her pochette go the bills, to her Tupperware go the coins. And like a sandstorm blowing around the coins of the neighborhood, that smile, she's terrifying, this goddess. And look, that smile filled with compassion. It doesn't seem real. Can you really count money with a smile like that? Akari has all these guys like roped around her finger. If this arc is ever going to like turn from food comedy into an actual exploration of Akari, which is what I really wanted to do, I'm wondering if we'll get to see that sort of paired with the sort of skills she learned as a hostess working at her aunt's bar. Like that could be an interesting little the way she takes those skills from much different environments could be interesting. Anyway, the men react, truly terrifying, yet somehow also adorable. Adorifying! Somehow she's elegant while rapidly counting money. And then the guys, like the workers call out to him, second generation, hurry up, we need to get back to work. And Akari's like picking up her carts. Okay, now to tidy up. And then she has this little kya as she nearly knocks over the stand or something while she's picking up some boxes, I think. And someone sees her. Whoa there. Oh, Miss Mikazuki dough owner. Are these really just boards sitting on top? What if your all-important dumplings were to fall? Oh, so it's just like a single, like it's not like drilled in or anything. It's just a single board that's like balanced. And one of the workers tells her, I gotta say, I'm concerned as well. Wouldn't it be better to use the type where the top board is attached to the back and flips up onto the body of the shelf? And then Second Gen corrects him, no. Then if the handle of the cart is blocking it, you won't be able to lift it up. You're right. And we see if it's on the cart, you can't like close it. It would be pretty inconvenient if in order to move it, you had to clear off all the boxes first. You have to set it up so it can somehow transform while it's on the cart. And how about the top board opens outwards at the sides? The Second Gen corrects, no, you need to make considerations when you have cargo that sticks out on top. The top needs to have an opening. Which, isn't that the suggestion there? Like, is that not the suggestion? That, like, the top board would split open, leaving an opening? I don't know. This is not the point of this manga. And Akari notes, absolutely, that's a good point. She's, like, joining in on their conversation now. The top, when we get a lot of orders, you have them sticking out on top. And then she just tells them, but please, let me leave you to your work. Sorry. Nah, unless we come up with something that works. We'll be thinking about it the whole time we're working. Hold on, it won't take long. And they're like talking to each other, this is a good learning opportunity. And the other guy comments, wait, I got it. Okay, we give it wings on the sides, and then those open up and become legs. Okay. And then Second Gen corrects her, nah, she'd be using it while it's on the cart, so the legs wouldn't be long enough, right? It would require a separate part, but maybe the way to do it is by using screw-in legs to lift the wings up, like the legs of a kotatsu. I can't read that diagram at all. I don't know what's going on there. Then Second Generation, what do you do at the top panel? Maybe by laying a plank across it, and then it wouldn't be flat from end to end. That's tricky. And then an older guy comes up, in that case, you gotta do one of those. Stick a strip of wood on the inside, then you have a shelf on the bottom, which you take it out and put it up top like this. I still can't read that diagram at all. I don't know what it's saying. But the guys react, you're something else, Masan. 15 minutes later, they've built the damn thing already. We had to build it out of whatever we had on hand. It doesn't look that pretty, but it's a tool you need for business, so we'll see how it goes like this and make more improvements. And Akari's just over the moon. We see it has a top plank that I guess can be removed, and also two wings on the top. It's so wide! I can fit so many plates on here, and I can close it up and move it so easily. Oh dear, I'm so very happy. I have to express my gratitude somehow. But the guys are all just like, no need for that, Miss Mikazuki dough owner. Right, guys? Yeah, it's no prob. And then Akari just hits them all with, I know, tomorrow's lunch. Do you all like curry and rice? I have to thank you somehow. And the guys all just freeze. What did she say? Thanks much. And Akari tells them, all right, remember not to buy your own lunches tomorrow, okay? And the old guy reacts, me too? Yes, of course. For sure. It's happening. Thanks gosh dang much. Sun Gods No Lion to be continued. She has more customers for life, I guess. Okay. This is another one of those chapters, like the last one, where, like, it's not quite the full, like, you know, page after page after page of words, barely any drawings at that point. But it is a lot of, like, technical things that, like, are fine, I guess. I mean, even last chapter, for as much as I wasn't really invested in it, still had the kind of interesting, like, ruminations on, I had sort of setting up the second gen and Akari, how they're both sort of taking over the family business. There were some things in the background there that kind of worked. This is just the guys work out how to make a box, which is fine, I guess, but, like I said last month, it's not really what I come to this series for. I come to this series much more for, like, you know, the character work and not box making. So hopefully this arc will still end up leading to something about Akari as a person rather than just fun antics. I use fun kind of loosely there because I'm not, again, a big fan of these antics. But yeah, she seems to have gained some customers, or even, I mean, she already gained them, but they're even more, like, set in stone. And we're seeing her business acumen here in the way she has, like, the 1 hour stand. But, like, we already saw that last month. It doesn't really feel like it's an addition. We're seeing, I guess, the other owners, like, acknowledge her business acumen, which is something, I guess. But this definitely feels like a chapter that could be skipped. That's my take on it. And, you know, like I've been saying for years now, March does chapters like this, and that's okay. As long as when we get to the goods, they are really good, and they always tend to be. But for now, we're stuck in another little arc like this, and I'm just sort of, you know, biding time until we either get back to Rei and the Shogi stuff, or just get some good, like, character work out of this. Because this is all just a lot of fluff, and not much else. You know, but like the New Year stuff was largely fluff, but it moved into development of the Rei-Hina relationship. That's the sort of thing I'd like to see this turn into. It starts out as fluff, and then it becomes this, like, actual examination of Akari as a person. But until then, we'll have to wait and see if Umino gives me what I want. So with that said, I'm going to leave this video off here. Hope you'll enjoy the chapter and the video itself. If you did, feel free to drop me a like or subscribe, or, you know, do whatever makes you happy, you know? And as always, your life is your own, okay? Bye!